In this episode, we're trying something new, a solo episode, and I'm going to be going over my favorite Black Friday sales, as it's that time of year again, that you might be interested in as a colorist or post-production professional. Welcome to Color and Coffee, a podcast that's focused on the craft of color and the artists behind it. I'm your host, Jason Bodak, and each episode, we'll sit down with some of the most talented artists in the industry and have a casual chat from one artist to another. We'll share their stories, their insights, their tips, and maybe even a little gear talk. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, join us for some great color discussion. Sit back, relax. You're listening to Color and Coffee. Hello and welcome to this episode of Color and Coffee. In this episode, we're trying something new, a solo episode, and I'm going to be going over my favorite Black Friday sales, as it's that time of year again, that you might be interested in as a colorist or post-production professional. Black Friday is my favorite time of year to re-up my software, my subscriptions, get a little bit of new hardware, because if you guys are anything like me, you're probably gear nerds, software nerds, and Black Friday provides the best time of the year to do that. Also, a lot of software is subscription only now, and Black Friday provides the best time of the year to re-up subscriptions. So I gathered 10 of my favorite Black Friday deals, and we're going to go over them in this podcast today. If you are a fan of this format, please shoot me an email or some comments. Let's jump in and see what some of these deals are. We're going to be doing a screen recording, but this will definitely also work as an audio podcast, so I'm going to try and narrate as best as possible. I have 10 of my favorite Black Friday deals that I think you should take a look at if you're looking to either upgrade your software, your hardware, or simply re-up a couple subscriptions for software that you use on the regular. Now, first, I want to mention that I am not using any affiliate links or deals in any of these. I'm not getting any kickback. These are all software and hardware that I truly recommend. This is something that I thought was very interesting and might be interesting for you guys to take a look at too. So let's jump in. The first one is from one of our sponsors, FSI. This is a great deal on several other XMP monitors. So I have their website up here, and I'm a huge fan of FSI. They are offering a great deal on 3 of their XMP monitors, which is their UHD series. And so you can get their 27-inch XMP 270 for just under 10 grand. And you can get some of their 55 inches, their XMP 550 and their XMP 551 for $17,995 and $18,995. So if you were looking for one of the best reference monitors in the industry, I would highly recommend checking out FSI's website. They're having this Black Friday sale now through November 29th. So huge fan of FSI's reference monitors, and we have an episode with Bram Desmet coming out soon that you will surely be excited to hear about. So that is our first Black Friday recommendation. If you're in the market for a new reference monitor, FSI is a great company. They really support their monitors. And this is one of the best times of years to get a brand new monitor with one of the best deals. Number 2, another sponsor of the podcast, thank you so much, is Demystify Color. And they're offering 40% off using code BLACKFRIDAY40 using their subscription or any of their tools. Now, Nico Fink is a super knowledgeable guy. He is part of the reason why we are able to do our film emulsion series, and we have used all of his charts in his shop right now. You can see that he has motion picture color charts. He has DCTLs. He has a variety of really cool tools here that you can check out, all at 40% off. But most importantly, this is a color training site. So you can jump in here and check out his tutorials. He has tutorials on Shola creation, Sholas on DCTL creation, and a masterclass on color science. Besides being a really cool guy, I'm a big fan of Nico's training site. If you're looking to up your color grading skill or just learn a little bit more about creating showluts or look breakdowns, definitely check out Demystify Color. It's demystify-color.com and use code BLACKFRIDAY40 when you're checking out. Next, we have Time and Pixel's Nobe Omniscope. You can get 30% off until December 1st using code SCOPESBF2025. And all of these will be in the description, by the way. If you're having trouble writing this down or can't keep track, I will be posting all of these links and the coupon codes in the description for the podcast and the YouTube video. So no worries if you can't keep track. But I'm a major fan of Nobe. I've used them for years as my dedicated third-party scopes on a screen to my right here. And this is the best time of the year to re-up your subscription if you're currently using them. Now, if you're not using them, I definitely recommend checking out the demo. It is probably one of the most useful tools outside of DaVinci Resolve that I can use whenever I'm especially getting tired. They have so many different scopes that I can use to verify what I think I'm seeing or if I'm not sure that I'm seeing. And really, your scopes are your most powerful tool when you're a colorist and you just want to double check something that you're seeing, if it's audio, whether it's vector scopes, whether it's RGB scopes. There are so many different scopes, and Tom, the developer, continues to improve this product every single year. Now, I know it sounds like I'm trying to sell these, but seriously, I love these scopes. You can look up so many different colorists that are using them, and this shouldn't be a thing, but they look really cool when you're working with them. It's just really nice to work with a product that not only is a very useful product, but feels nice to use as well. So I'm a huge fan of Nobe Omniscope, and you can get 30% off until December 1st using code SCOPESBF2025. So highly recommend them if you're already using them and you want to re-up your subscription, or if you're not currently using them and you're looking to use a really highly recommended and highly regarded set of third-party scopes. So let's move on to our next one. Now, another critical aspect of a color suite is bias lighting. And my man Jason over at MediaLight is offering 15% off or up to 40% off select items with stack discounts on any MediaLight or bias light. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 of these in my suite. I'm probably missing a couple, but these products are by far my favorite bias lights. I can rely on them. Actually, I have one standing right here. I knocked one over. Here's one of his products right here. This is a DIT light that I think is really cool. You can plug this into your cart and just tap on here. They are really great products. You can rely on them, and you can now get a really great discount. You can get those at biaslighting.com. There is no coupon code. It is automatically added at checkout. So don't use Hue lighting or anything that you get off of Amazon. Get your bias lighting from a professional, and especially with the tariffs and stuff, they become quite expensive. So now is the perfect time for you to upgrade your bias lighting, especially if you're using one of the old tubes. Get some LEDs. These are fantastic. I can't speak more highly enough. And Jason really stands behind his product. I had an issue with one of the desk lamps for years ago, and he really stood behind it. So great quality product from a great guy. And now is the best time that you can get that with 15% off or up to 40% off with specific items with the stack discounts. And you can get those at biaslighting.com. So huge fan of the products. Highly recommend them. And as I've mentioned, I have more of these in my suite than I can mention. This one is a pretty common one, but it's important to mention that if you're using Adobe products, Adobe has raised the prices, as I'm sure you've heard, but you can get 50% off any of your Creative Cloud plans during Black Friday. And this is when I actually re-up my Adobe Creative Cloud plan. Now, I spend most of my time in DaVinci Resolve, but I still use Photoshop quite a bit. And whenever a client brings me a Premiere Pro project, I really do like to jump into Premiere Pro and optimize it before I send it out to DaVinci. So I still have to pay for Creative Cloud, and I don't like paying full price for it. So I really like to re-up my Adobe Creative Cloud plan during the Black Friday sale. And right now you can get up to 50% off. So that ends on November 28th. Be sure to go to adobe.com and you can get your Creative Cloud subscription secured at the best rate possible all year. No joke, I really do love these tools. A lot of people beat on these tools, but I really love Photoshop. It is a fantastic tool. I use it for a lot of stuff over at PixelTools, and Adobe Premiere Pro editors can talk. They really do love that tool. It has come such a long way So definitely, if you are using Creative Cloud and you want to re-up your subscription, now is the time to do it. And if you are looking at getting a Creative Cloud subscription, now is definitely the time to do it. So you can get that at adobe.com, and I'm sure you'll find your way over to Adobe's website as needed. This ends on November 28th, so don't wait. Be sure to grab it while you can. So the next one is from MotionVFX. And if you're a colorist or finishing artist, you may ask, what are you using these for? Well, if you ever have to add any motion graphics or any lower thirds or anything similar to that, I use MotionVFX for every bit of that. I am not a motion graphics artist. I make terrible motion graphics, but MotionVFX templates make this really, really easy. And they are offering up to 30% off their templates, and they have these weekly flash deals. So you can see they have up to 50% off each week. They're selecting 5 of their products and offering the 50% off. And throughout their entire sale, you can get 30% off. So you can use the code FINAL, and that is at motionvfx.com. I'm a huge fan of these. I use these on my podcast all the time. I like the M-Tuber 4-pack. I like the, what else is my fans here? I use the M Essentials pack. Now, as you can see, they have a really ton of different packs here. So not every pack is going to be for you. I really like the M Keynote pack if you're trying to make the Apple style motion graphics. So I use these all the time when I'm just trying to make quick, either lower thirds or an in-between graphic when I'm trying to transition away from something. And as I mentioned, I use these completely to run my Color and Coffee podcast. I would not be able to make it look anywhere near as professional without MotionVFX. So I'm a huge fan of these for making my life easier because I'm a colorist and finishing artist. I'm not much of an editor, and I'm definitely not a motion graphics artist. So if you're looking to make these easier, especially in DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro, jump over to motionvfx.com and grab these while they are on sale. You can get 30% off any template, and they have weekly flash deals. So we're going to move on to Neat Video. Neat Video is by far my favorite noise reduction tool, and you can get up to 15% off during their Black Friday sale. I have been using Neat Video for, wow, like forever now. I don't even know. Since version 3, and they're up to 6 now. Version 6, if you're a fan of Mixing Light, you can go see. I did a bunch of reviews for them, and they have made it 50 to 60% faster, especially if you're on a Mac Silicone. It is easily the best noise reduction tool that you can buy on the market. And there is no comparison. Whether you're in Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, or Resolve, and yes, Resolve has built-in noise reduction, but Neat Video is by far better than the built-in noise reduction. And yes, you can use the built-in noise reduction in Resolve, but I really love how fine-tuned you can get with Neat Video. If it's good enough for Criterion, it's good enough for you. And during their sale, you can get 15% off. They are really, really fair with their upgrade prices too. So if you already have a Neat Video license and you want to upgrade, now is definitely the time to do it. I'm a huge fan of their team. They do really, really great work, and they offer very fair prices. Plus, during their Black Friday sale, you can get it for a discounted price. I bought it at full price and it was worth every single penny, but may as well get the Black Friday discount of 15% off while you can. So highly recommend that. You can get that at neatvideo.com. Definitely grab that while you can. I have the OFX version, but you can get it in basically every NLE that you use. No joke, the last version was like 50 or 60% faster. It was disgusting how much faster they made it. Okay, so this one's going to be a fan for Avid users. Avid is offering up to 40% off their Media Composer Ultimate and Pro Tools. It's still a very critical tool for those, especially in the television industry. So if you're using Avid, now is definitely the time to upgrade, especially if you're using their Ultimate Edition. So go ahead and go to avid.com and upgrade your subscription now. If you've been looking to get into Avid or upgrade off their student version, now is definitely the perfect time to do that because you can get up to 40% off, as you see here on the website. So highly recommend it. I've used previously Avid for years. It is a very, very professional software. And if you are working in the film or television industry, it is a must-have. Basically, every film and television show is cut on this application. So if you have a subscription to Avid or you're looking to get into it, now is definitely the time. So you can get that at avid.com and jump into it. The next one hasn't quite launched yet, but it should be up when this podcast drops, and it is Elgato. Now, if you are using their Stream Decks or their Stream Deck software at all, you can get up to 30% off, and this starts on November 20th. Don't quite have their coupon code yet, but you can just go to their website, elgato.com. They appear to be having up to 30% off and a variety of Black Friday sales. I am staring at 2 Stream Decks right now, and they have changed my workflow. It is so quick and easy to just hit a button as opposed to going through a menu or clicking my mouse and going up there. It is way, way easier. And no matter what you do, whether you're an Avid or Premiere or Resolve, you can find a profile on Sideshow FX to optimize your computer to work as fast as you think. Truly, Stream Decks can change the game when it comes to workflow efficiency. I can't recommend them enough. If I wanted to, I would buy another one, but I've run out of hands. They also make a couple of other things in here. I already have a mic, but they make mics. They actually made this monitor arm. Elgato is a great, great company, and there's no better time to grab something from them as they offer 30% off. So that is what I'd recommend if you're looking at an Elgato product. They really do make great tools. Actually, I'm speaking on an Elgato prompter right now. So if you're looking for a teleprompter, the teleprompter or the teleprompter XL are excellent, excellent products. Huge fans of them. They make great stuff, but you may as well get that 30% off because, why not save a little money? And Black Friday is a great time to do so. Now, if you've recorded some dialogue and it's a little fuzzy, you need Isotope. So Isotope RX11 is one of my favorite plugins, and you can get up to 60% off during their early access cyber sale, essentially a Black Friday sale. They make a bunch of other plugins too, but as I'm not an audio specialist, I don't jump into them like Ozone and their Music Production Suite Pro, but I have been getting their RX11 plugin for 4 years now, and I really do enjoy using it. I use it a little bit on my podcast, but if you are cleaning up dialogue on the regular, RX11 is a really, really great tool. You can go here, you can see that they have a variety of different tools, whether it's from the RX11 Advanced, Ozone, and Music Production Suite. Definitely check it out if you're looking to optimize your audio production workflow. I'm a huge fan of them, and you definitely should check them out if you're trying to work faster with cleaning up audio. I have to mention my own company, PixelTools. We offer DCTLs and power grades for DaVinci Resolve, and we are having one of our biggest sales that we ever have. Almost irresponsible, if I can be slightly honest. We are offering a free power grade collection, any of our power grade collections, with any DCTL purchase, and discounts of up to 40% depending on how many DCTLs you buy. We are also offering weekly flash deals that will change every single week. So if you're looking to upgrade your color correction workflow with some new DCTLs or power grade presets, be sure to visit pixeltoolspost.com. We have some great deals going, the best of the year, and I'm really, really excited to be able to give back a little bit in a way that is, like I said, almost irresponsible, but it's my favorite time of the year, and I like to give back as well. So that is all the Black Friday deals that we have for you today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the episode. I hope it was helpful in some way. What did you guys think of the solo format? If you guys would like to hear more of these solo episodes, please leave a comment below or shoot me an email at jason@jasonbodak.com. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this and if you think the solo format works for this podcast. Until then, please have a fantastic holiday season. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. And until then, I'm Jason Bodak for Color and Coffee, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Happy grading. And that's a wrap. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and your podcast app of choice. Search for @Color&Coffee or @Color&Coffee Podcast and join the conversation. If you're using Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please leave a review. Huge thanks to FSI, Demystify Color, and PixelTools for sponsoring the show. Until the next episode,